evidence-based policy making process is due to the academicians, you and I. It's due to the researchers who are working in the universities, in the colleges, in the research centers, and painstakingly they are preparing their research reports, they are doing their academic writing. So while you are going for your research paper writing, then think responsibly. You are already doing, but I'm trying to say this. Let's think responsibly that whatever we are going to write, it is going to be accessed by some decision maker, some policy maker, for the welfare, for the good of the public and general masses. Right. Okay. So we go ahead, and we will be going quickly because these are brief, concepts. So there are three main bodies which incorporate evidence-based policy mechanism, in which scientific evidence generated by researchers and scientists is involved. Then professional practice and expertise is required by the evidence-based policy making professionals. And I got this opportunity to work in this area as well. And then you need a political judgment, you need some minister, some political office to commission that research, because these are the people who provide you the policy question. That question may be like, why there is so much aggression in a certain community, why there is so much deficiency of calcium in a certain section of the population, why so many children die due to encephalitis every year. These are the questions. These are some of the questions. And what are the most effective and cost-effective interventions or treatments of certain diseases? These are the questions which are coming from the political side. And professionals of evidence-based policy are synthesizing the scientific evidence which has been developed by the academicians, the researchers. And on that basis, evidence-based policy is generated. So these are three main components which are actually helping to develop evidence-based policy. So here we can realize the importance of evidence-based approach in our academic writing. Here I am briefly telling you the challenges which policymakers face, because by far we have discussed that what is evidence-based policy and how it functions, and how important evidence makers like in this process. But whenever you go to the government, you go to some bureaucrat and ask that, do you use evidence-based policy? Do you go by evidence while you are making any decision? They will say no. In India, they will say no. In other developing countries or underdeveloped countries, they will say no. So this is not because they don't want to. In fact, there are many challenges which these people face, and why evidence is less accessible to these people. So mainly, as a tradition, policies and decision making are conveniently based on, as I said, intuition, ideology, faith, conventional wisdom. Like some minister is discussing with their advisors that let's issue a card. And if they say that in my constituency, a certain caste is the number of the population of certain caste is high, conventional wisdom, or this is just an understanding of a crude understanding of makers do not find academic research fit for purpose. And why? Here, First of all, when we write academic research, we do not write it clearly. Why? Because we have a set pattern. Our style of writing of academic papers, academic research, has a set pattern, has a set style, and this style is mostly not friendly to the governments to read, not friendly to the policymakers, so that they can use this knowledge directly. In fact, another thing is that most of the researchers or academicians, when they are writing a research paper, they are not interested to add a policy implication section at the end. They are not interested to suggest that how their research outcomes or the results are going to help the policymakers to make any decisions. Sometimes the non-specialists like the bureaucrats, the IAS officers, they are not able to read the scientific language, the scientific presentation. And another issue is that there is too much of information. A lot of research is being done. A lot of research is being published daily. And out of this overload of research, we are not sure that which research outcome is evidence. Yes, this is a very important fact which we need to grasp here. There is a saying that every evidence is a data, but every data is not evidence. So it takes too much for a data to become evidence. Every research cannot be rated to have produced an evidence. You need to follow the rigorous approach in order to provide evidence out of your research. So I am giving you the data which is more than 10 years old. This is about the number of publications being published daily only in biomedical science, like Medline and PubMed. These are very popular databases available. So more than 46 randomized controlled trials and 7,000 articles are published daily in Medline or PubMed. This is the data which is more than 10 years old. This number should be quite high in 2025. As many as 3 million articles